Hi guys, Dan here. In today's video I will show you how to paint Jing Zanshis from start to finish using mostly the contrast paints. Following this tutorial you can paint the whole Jing army from the Operation Kaldstrom. So please sit back, relax and let's start. For the beginning we will prime our model with the Wraithbone Spray or any other bright grey color. Then I will base the pants with the Sotek Green. So I will just put this color on my wet palette and add a few drops of water so it flows nicely, and I will do this in 2 thin coats to have a nice coverage on my pants. For all the leather parts on the model I will use a Rhinox Hide, and I will apply one nice thin coat. So this will be done on the holster and on all the belts that he have on his legs. Now I will switch on using contrast paints. So first I will put a base color on his face. So I will use Kislev Flesh. I will just note that all the contrast paints I will use straight from the pot and I won't mix with anything. So just go and apply one thick coat. For his hair I will do the Wildwood Contrast paint. As well, load your brush with the paint, but still keep the control. Don't allow this color to spill everywhere. So just apply it in the nice small patches and then move it around where do you want to have a good coverage. For all the black and metal parts I will use a black Templar contrast. So I will apply this color on his gun, his gloves, his boots as well. So use this color, apply one very thick coat in a single stroke and just leave this color to start drying and to settle naturally. If you want a more darker effect, you can apply a second thin coat over it. Now I will shade the pants and leather belts with dark tone. If you don't have dark tone you can use Nuln oil, it's the same effect. For the fur on his coat we will use Aggaros Dunes contrast. So this will be applied in one thin coat, just to have a nice coverage, but you don't want it to be too dark. All the armor panels we will base with the Gryph-Hound Orange. So the trick with this color is that you apply it in a thick layer, but don't go back over the areas that you already painted, because the paint will start drying and settling up. So you just apply it one thick coat and then leave it to dry, and try to get a good coverage, but as well be careful not to go all around on the areas that we previously painted, and as well be careful around the areas that are still white, because we will apply the next contrast paint over those areas. So our last base color will be Apothecary white contrast. So same principle as before, straight from the pot and nice thick coat all around. So guys, at this moment, if you're happy with this look, you can stop and use this model for gaming. But at any time later you can come back if you have more time and start doing the highlights, because we want to make this mini pop a little more and look better on the table. So this is how it looks after all the shades done. So now I will proceed with the highlights. I will go back and start working on his pants. So my first color will be Kabalite Green, and then I will start going over the almost raised areas on his pants, but still leaving all the shadows inside the folds and the corner areas with the previous colors from the wash. After first layer is dried, I will use Warboss Green to apply a little line highlight or the edge highlight on the raised areas of his pants. For the latter, I will use a Skrag Brown, and I will apply this color by stippling it with the point of my brush over the edges. So I will just try drawing a very little lines, like little scratches on the belts, and doing a small little dots on the edges to create like a worn leather effect. For all the black parts, I will use Administratum Grey, and I will apply a very thin edge highlight, and on the areas that I cannot access, I will use the point of my brush and just draw the even thin lines just on all the edge areas around the model. Now it's time to start working on his armor panels. So first color we will use Yriel Yellow, and with this color we will cover like 90% of the previous layer of the Gryph-Hound Orange, and we will apply this color in the two thin coats and try to have a nice and even coat all around. But wait for this color to dry before going back to apply the second coat. And for the final highlight on the armor, we will use Flesh Gitz Yellow, and I will apply this only as an edge highlight on the topmost raised areas of the armor. For the face, we will use Kislev Flesh, and we will apply this color only on the most raised areas of the face, like top of the nose, top of the cheekbones, eyebrows. And to highlight his jacket, I will use Ulthuan Grey, so I will apply this color in two thin coats. And I will wait for the first coat to completely dry before I apply the second one, because if you apply it while it's still wet, the paint will start getting chalky and the pigments will start to separate. So you have to be really patient with this color. For the final highlight, we will use the white scar, and we will just draw the edges all around the armor panels, and only the most raised areas of the jacket, like the folds and the stuff. So just go around and try to do as much as you can. Now I will show you how to do the eyes. So we will use the same white color and just paint the whole eye socket. Just be nice and tidy and precise with this, so use your smallest brush. And then we will wash the eye sockets with a Nuln oil or a dark tone, whatever you have, just some dark, very dark wash. And then after everything is dried, you just take one small drop of the black color and draw the little pupil in the middle of the eye. For the end, we will highlight the fur on the jacket, so you can use a Wraithbone and with the side of your brush just pull it like in the opposite direction of the folds of the fur. And with that our models are completed. So I will just transfer them to their bases that I made before. So if you'd like to know how, I will include the link in the description below. And I hope you guys like this video, so you can follow this tutorial and paint the whole Jing army very easy. And if it helped, please leave a comment below and like and subscribe, it will mean a lot. And that's all for now. Until next video, take care and bye bye.